And over here is Mauna Loa. Whoops, this road. And this is the little higgledy-piggledy part of the road going up to the Mauna Loa Observatory up over there. It's just after sunrise, August the 9th. The hurricane came through here. It's a 90 left. 90 left. You don't want to go straight on. You want to go this way. And then you can catch the road going up. So it's a long way up there, actually. I think it's a total of 17 miles from the highway down there, the Saddle Road. And looks like they had some rains come through over the from the hurricane up here too. Interesting. We got washed out. I got washed out, but they got really badly washed out down in Nahaleho. They had like a whole side of boulders and just came through the town, and it's like the guy's walking through on top of the rubble, and he's almost touching the power lines. Of course, they're switched off, but that's how much was washed down in the floods there. Isn't this amazing? So this is all called Lapoihoi type lava, what we're seeing right there. It's kind of like rounded, and it's not jagged. It has pieces to it, etc. But it's not, it's more of a ropey, rolling liquid form. And we'll be coming up to some other areas in a moment. Here's one big dip. I need to mark it. And that one dip there can catch you if you're going too fast. So I marked it on the radar. And then the other parts, like if we're looking out here now, see, it's like flat, right? You could walk across there. And part of the flow structure. And then coming up, okay, here we go. Coming up ahead, you see how much more jagged it is, and we've got some cliffs almost, but you know, it's like, this is where a big flow came in later on top of the stuff we were looking at. And because it solidified, it got structured this way that it's much more broken up, and it rolled on top of the flow underneath as it was cooling down. So this is a big, gnarly, they call it aha appropriately, or aha appropriately, and it's like, it's really difficult and dangerous to walk across. You can do it, but you've got to really watch your balance, wear long pants and gloves, sort of a thing, you know. It's gnarly in there. And yes, I have done it. And so this is like two main rock formation structures, just call it, right? We've got this broken up stuff called aha, and we got this rolling ropey stuff called Lapoihoi. And here we come up. Ex-rally car driver here. Yeah, you can catch your air going along this road in quite a few places, safely too. I have everything strapped down in the back. So this road goes on for quite a ways, so I'm gonna come back on. Oh, I don't want this. Oops. I'm going to mark that spot too. And yeah, so this is more aha. Now we're up at we'll see a marker shortly, but I'm guessing we're up at around 7,000 feet. We're going up to 11,000 feet. Yeah, I've been hiking up here hundreds of times actually. I just love it up here. And the last 3 weeks I've been starting a training in order to maybe this year get up to the summit at some point. And it's, the destination is nice, but it's more about the journey and the healing that's going on in my body in order to reacclimatize to these elevations, because this particular trail has been closed for about 3 years or so. And because the lava from the eruption, oh, I missed the sign there. I think that was 7,000 feet. I don't think we're up at 8 yet. And yeah, so this is my but that's where the road goes sharp right and then heads up towards the observatory over in that direction. And yeah, the sun's beginning to come in through nice now. Maybe I can still is this live? Yeah, looks like. Wow. Okay, let's carry on. I got back online, so I guess the signal dropped. So here we are now. I've gone past the radio towers. I'm at just past 9 miles. So I've come up 9 miles from the highway down there. Now we're headed sort of southwest towards towards the observatory. Kind of like more or less a straight road right now. I mean, it's got some little twists in it, but it's much straighter than the previous section we were driving up. Hey, man. Go to 121.7. Oha. Good to see you here, brother. Hawaii. So we're 3 days out. 3 days, 2 days, more 2 days after the hurricane came through. My place got wiped. I mean, tree came down on the greenhouse, completely smushed that. Oh, I've got to show you this view. Let's see if I can flip the camera, it'd be better. Yeah. So that's Mauna Kea there. And over to the left, I don't know if you can see it, is Maui, and that's Haleakala. Difficult to keep an eye on it, we're twirling around so much. But that's how close these islands are together. Oops. Stay on the road here, man. Yikes. So, yeah. So we were talking about the lava types, and I'm not sure whether this is, okay, this is, what type is this called? It's called because you don't want to walk across it. Now you see how dark this one is, and this is more brown? That was a different flow, and it had a different chemical composition. And you see beside the road here, it's got red, and there are more cinders that presumably have more iron in it. And yeah, look at that view of Mauna Kea there. Wow, you can see the observatories up the top. And so this is like 17 miles from the highway up to the observatory. Yeah, we're doing 30. So this is where the lava came through on the last flow. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so the stuff coming through here, the new stuff is this black stuff. it's on top of this floor here, and they just bulldozed through here and laid some gravel down, so now we can get through here again. And so this was all lava flow that came down the end of November, December 2022, I believe it was. And for about 10 days, the lava came out of the caldera of Mauna Loa, which is the Makawa'u caldera. So this is one section. We're just coming up to the end of it, right? That was covered with this stuff, and you can see the power lines. They all got taken out and rolled around, and then actually probably somehow strung out by somebody. I don't know what they were doing there. Anyway, and putting up a fence, and probably can't hear me when the camera's outside the wind, in the wind. And this is where some of the hikers come up and overnight up here, so they can get an early start for the summit. So today is actually the first time I've come up here at sunrise. The other days I came up later on in the morning, and because I knew I wasn't going to get so far. But the first time a month ago, let me just finish that story. I don't know where it got, or if it got lost, or excuse me if repeating myself, if that's what's going on. I don't know. Hey, my name's Benedict. I'm into longevity. Let's put it that way. I'm 75 years old, and this is my barometer. It's hiking up here, and I'm just getting back into the fitness levels over there. I'm into week 4. Week 1 was miserable. I made it was like I could barely walk. It was like so difficult. The breathing and the heart rate was thumping. You could feel it in your neck. It's like boom, 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 boom. Which made me feel that it was like a lot of vagus sympathetic thing going on, right? Because the vagus nerve is big time in the neck here, and that's where I could feel the blood thumping, man, and short of breath. So I could only walk a few steps, maybe, I don't know, 50, 100, whatever it was, and then I have to take a break, and then it took me quite a while to recover. Okay, so we went across here where there was the road, and this is another tongue of lava that came over here. So there's a whole bunch of wire there, probably 1,000 feet up from here, and you can't see the top of the ridge. Maybe we can. I'm not sure. It's not that close. And the hike place, it's difficult doing just learning distances up here because the air is so damn clear. I mean, it's just amazing. So let's give you a forward view for a little bit. Look at this. That's Maui again. And you see how the clouds are beginning to come in. It's quite an adventure coming up here. I mean, you're going up to 11,000 feet. I'm probably at 10K now. I've been talking and doing videos so much, I haven't been able to catch. They mark the road at every 1,000 feet. I don't know if you can see it, but if I can zoom in on that. Maybe I can. Yeah, so right at where those telegraph poles are going are leading straight towards the observatory there, and you can't see it right so much now, but a few moments ago I could sort of catch a glimpse of it. I'm zoomed in pretty tight. So this is quite a bit of lava that came through here. This tongue was a lot wider, right? And, yeah, up there, actually that part there is the rift zone, reefs, and yeah, the road right after the golf course, and you go up there 11 miles, I think it is, or 13 miles. It's a higgledy-piggledy road that goes up to 6,600 feet. A little lookout out there, actually, kind of cool. But that's the trailhead for going up the 23 miles, I think it is, from there to the Mauna Loa cabin, which is up on the Caldera Rim at 13,125 feet. Spent many a night up there. Kind of cool. I mean, very cold. Hypothermia cold. Literally. No kidding. I'm lucky to be here. And, yeah, it taught me so much. These hikes have taught me so much about the journey, right? The journey being the path, the moment by moment, curve by curve, pole by pole. The destination is a freaking amazing direction. And just gonna focus a bit on the road here. Yes, amazing drive up here. Okay, here's a marker. Let's see if we can get it. 10,000 feet. Okay. So we're at 10K. We've got another 1,000 feet to go. The book is about hiking up here and, you know, the musings that go on in one's head. Which is, the hikes have been, you know, my own self-development and my own health and blah, blah, very much has been that. And the purification of my body, fasting a lot. In fact, getting to week 2, as I described week 1, it was a struggle. I think I made it up to about, yeah, I made it up to 11,000. So I basically went up 400 feet. There was some downs and ups and stuff, and it took me a long time and a lot of rests, and it was very humbling, and it was very prayerful to really conduct my intent. And the book is like generating, I guess, or I was a development engineer for General Electric back in the day, and prior to that, which is why I've got to show you this. I came up here. This was covered in snow, and I came up here in this car, and as I went up here, I had my foot fully down on the throttle, and it's covered in snow, and and the car wouldn't barely go up here at all. But what it was the transmission had cut back because the limited slip. Oh, look at this. And so the wheels weren't spinning. And so I made it up here. I had to show you that part. And so the second time I came up here 2 weeks ago. Yes, last week was 3 weeks, and this week is 4. I didn't have to take nearly so many breaks. And when I fasted for 4 days before the second week. First time I'd done a 4-day fast. I felt amazing, and the proof was in the pudding when I got up here. I could hike farther with less rest stops, and so that would push the elevation. I just pushed the. I was up there. I think it was like 5 hours or something, and I was glad I didn't go up higher. I was kind of tired when I was coming down. You got to watch your footing. It's really treacherous, this trail up here. Mauna Loa, the trails are more on cinder, and so they're a lot smoother and easier for the footwork. Here, when you're on, let me show you this sort of stuff. Either at different angles all the time, and the trail. Oh, we're almost at the parking spot here. Yeah, these are different. I think that some solar ray thing that they're capturing there. I forget. They got like, I don't know if they're even hooked up because there's no power up there anymore. I can't see it anymore. Damn it, lost it. Yeah, it was Hulalai. And there's 11,000 feet. Tower there is actually straight up and down. These are all over at an angle. And that's vertical up at that point over there. And the road is at an angle. Everything is at an angle. And this is where we're going to pay parking. Ooh. The car's doing fine. I had to rebuild a lot of stuff on here. Not blow out radiators and stuff. So this is the observatory, or what was left of the observatory. They do have guys coming up here and doing maintenance work and stuff. Sure, but they don't, I think, really take careful here. This is all sloping different ways, and you really want to make sure you got your brakes working before you get even close to the edge. Disaster to go down there. So there's Maui. Here comes somebody else. Great. A couple of guys that must have the pass and going in there. Okay. Handbrake on. Park. Yeah, so. Okay. There's Hulalai. That's on this island. There's Hulalai there. Where are we? I can't see it. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, there we go. I see what's happening now. That is Maui. Right there, so that's Haleakala. Kahala. This is the oldest mountain range on the big island over there. That's the north end of the island. here's Mauna Loa. Zoom back to get the perspective on this, how big it is. The clouds beginning to come up. And so, welcome to the trailhead to actually the summit. And we'll leave the engine running a little, cool down, just in case it was overheating from driving up here. Yeah, let's go take a walk around here and show you guys. I brought you all this way. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah, I just love it up here. So let's go orientate you with the map down here. So, okay, this got knocked down or blown down. I'll put it up later. There we go. So, Cabin Trail, Summit Trail, junction 3.8, call it 4 mile from, and the cabin is 6 mile, and so is the summit 6 miles. So what I'm actually training for is summit hikes, say every quarter or something, you know, 2 or 3 times a year, maybe 4 times a year. But I'm going more for the Mauna Loa Crater Rim. Look at that. Hey, book and download the first chapter. So here we go. So we're here. So I've driven up from here, boom, 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 boom. That was where the microwave towers were, and this is 17 miles later here. So I'll be taking this yellow trail up this way to the Mauna Loa Crater Rim. Okay, so the crater rim doesn't mark it very well. This is the crater. The summit is on the edge here. So that's the crater. And this trail blah, 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 comes up to here, which is actually right on this edge of the crater rim. And oh, here we go. I think that's a little bit better. Actually not. Yeah, there we go. So my goal today, let's do it the other way around. My goal today is come up to about past that road here, up to somewhere like in here, right? If I can do halfway today or better, yeah. So that's, call it 4 mile, because actually you start here. That's the measure there, 4 mile. And oh man, so the whole landscape up here is going to be completely different because of the lava flows that we were looking at and driving over that went down here. That ways. Okay, so this is the Observatory Trail. Mauna Loa stands in one of the grandest mountains. And this is kind of like what it's like. It's pretty, it can get really misty, nasty, changes the weather rapidly if it's that sort of a day. And yeah. Isn't that amazing? I'm so blessed to be up here. Hey, aloha, 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 and mahalo for watching. BenedictHoward.com or BenedictHoward.com. And download the first chapter. I mean, that's like my lucid dream that brought me here. And as I was saying, I've been a development engineer for General Electric, and then I went into the health thing, developing new tools and stuff, and in sound and electrical medicines, and training all sorts of people, and coaching people. And now I'm at this phase of my life I'm writing a book, hiking the Waimanas, and tools for perilous times, stuff that I've been discovering. And so go grab it. benedicthoward.com/book. My mom called me Benedict, so it's spelled Benedick. Thanks, Mom.